Hey, this is Brett the Hitman Hart, and you're listening to the Smacked Raw podcast.
What? Okay, well, has this always been a thing? Where have I been?
Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to the NXT recap, brought to you by the Smacked Raw podcast. I'm your host, Katie Bay, and I'm joined, of course, by Mr. NXT RN. How you doing?
What's good, girl? How you doing?
I'm good. I can actually talk more today. My jaw doesn't hurt.
Yikes.
Yeah. I was complaining all day yesterday for the podcast because I couldn't talk and I had a lisp. Oh man. Obviously you can see that Kevin is not here again. What are we gonna do with him, RN?
Nothing at all. Like it doesn't exist.
Wow. Okay. So wow, you just went all in with that. I don't know how to react. The chat saying F Kevin. Oh man. Okay.
They said it, not us.
Yeah, I'm just reading what the chat says because we do the NXT recaps live Thursdays, around either 8:30 or 9:30, depending on if Kevin actually joins us. On twitch.tv/SmackDraw Podcast, we record and stream, I should say.
Allegedly.
Stop it. Raw, SmackDown, and AEW on twitch.tv/putting you over. If you
on Thursdays now, apparently. I didn't know.
How did you not know?
I don't know. I just thought we didn't stream live on Thursdays.
No, we do. We have
Didn't know
been
that.
since December, at least.
And y'all think I should host my own show?
It's because I don't want to host anymore. I need a break too. Oh man.
Oh god.
But if you miss, what?
No, go ahead. Let's get this.
I was just gonna start shilling everything real quick. If you miss a live stream, you can go to youtube.com/SmackDraw Podcast. Let's see if that button works. There it is. Hit the subscribe. Click the like on our videos. Hit the notification bell so you get notified every time we post a new video. So that's this youtube.com/SmackDraw Podcast. We are the exclusive recap for Wrestling News World. Head on over to the website, bookmark the page, make your home for all of wrestling news, wants, and needs. Check out their articles, their podcasts, their premium content, and go check them out because they're fantastic. They do great things over there, and they deal with us.
Finally, it's been a while.
No more allegedly, we actually are. We're back on.
Literally, no more allegedly.
Literally, and support us, RN. Since Kevin's not here, do you want to do the spiel?
Yeah, I think I can remember it. Head on over to Patreon/Smacked Raw Pod. Hit Smacked Raw Podcast, what she said. Buy the tiers. We actually did some old fancy ass advertisement for the tiers and what we offer. Get some stickers, Mute RN stickers, our new logo. Even get some t-shirts and shit. And then, like I said, don't be afraid to ask for some extra perks so we can pimp RN.
Yeah. I mean,
That's all I got.
You did great. Also, you can submit unpopular wrestling opinions that'll be featured on the UWO show because Kyle is hellbent on bringing that back.
Let's do it.
So, yes, Matt, I did learn the subscribe button, because I was having issues with it. It's there now. It's a thing that happened, I guess, allegedly. Let's talk NXT. Overall, how'd you feel?
It was a dope show. I mean, I like everything NXT. I mean, so I don't think they've put on a bad show in a long time. So I was into it. I mean, a little bit of everything. Yeah, it's a dope show.
Yeah. So we started, my light's flickering and bugging me out. Oh my god. It's possessed. It might be.
It's not showing on camera or anything.
Oh,
Well, now it is. It kind of went darker.
Oh Jesus. Whatever. If it goes out, it goes out. I don't care. We started off with Shotzi Blackheart taking on Candice LeRae. Obviously, this is a rivalry that's been going on for like a month or two at least.
I'm not mad at it.
Shotzi has been doing extremely well in the ring.
Yeah, we were talking about in the chat, like, I hate her outside of the ring, but when she gets inside the ring, like, I love her style. Like, it's like a little bit of everything. Like, I'm here for it. Like, I'm not into the tank or the howling and all that shit, and welcome to the ball sack, whatever she says. But
welcome to the ball pit.
Same thing.
It's not.
But no, once she gets in the ring, and her and Candice's chemistry is fucking lights out.
That's true. I mean, this match, I don't even know how long it actually went on, but it was just nonstop action. Like, Indy getting involved was clever, and obviously Candice won with the
Mustache ride.
The mustache ride, yeah. But we're not gonna call it that because Joey
I don't know why.
Ryan's a piece of shit.
It's not Joey Ryan's move anymore. He don't even wrestle. It's her move.
Well, they're not gonna call it the mustache ride.
They should.
They're not going to.
That's a dope ass name for a move. Tell me that's not a dope ass name for a move.
It is.
And for a woman's move at that. Fire.
I mean, Candice is one of the best wrestlers NXT has, hands down, man or woman. So.
Yeah. And Shotzi's getting up there too. Like I said, I mean, you guys know, you give me shit about it all the time. Like, but like in ring, like, I don't know what it is. Like, I just love her in ring work because it's like it's like a mix. Like, it's martial arts. She's got some submission shit thrown in there. She's got some like not old man Jeff Hardy, but old like Jeff Hardy stuff too. Like I dig it. I love her in ring work. I mean, and she's fucking beautiful too with a banging body. So that don't hurt.
All right. Wow. I wonder if Matt's keeping track of how many times we've sworn already.
Oh, I forgot about that. It doesn't count unless it's all three of us.
Okay.
That's how we'll bypass
Is that
it.
the new rule? So
that's the new rule. It's not the triad.
What's the rule for Kyle then? Because Kyle swears all the time. And he's not going to listen to this, so.
Fuck Kyle's rules. It's our rules.
Oh, man. But I like that. We'll only count if it's all three of us. I like that. And with Kevin bailing all the time, it's perfect.
It's the free bird rule. Yeah.
Basically.
It only counts if it's all three of us.
So after that fantastic opening match, honestly, we got Finn Balor doing promo in the ring, talking about how he's still NXT champ, and that Kyle's great, but he's just not on his level. And he brought up the fact that now Kyle's going to be the one eating his meals out of a straw.
Yeah.
And then he said something that he's like that the cloth that
they're not cut from the same cloth as him or some shit.
Something along those lines. I like tried to write it down, but I couldn't get it.
I don't understand why they haven't made the Balor Club a thing. Like, there's so many like misfit, like bad luck Fale dudes in the back that they could use, like Bronson, anybody. Like, there's no reason why this man shouldn't have a faction. Like he's built for it. Like, he created the best faction, maybe in modern era.
He did. I mean,
like, people don't give him enough credit for that, but like the Bullet Club was started by Finn.
Facts.
Like, so I don't understand, like, and just these promos and everything that he has, these are promos for a heel guy in a stable. Like, these are promos like Adam Cole used to do, because he had 3 guys to watch his back. Like, I just don't get it. I don't know why they never pulled the trigger on it. They even had the opportunity to put him with the club and shit, like, to actually make it. Their name was the club. Like, I don't get it. Like, but he healed Finn Balor / Prince Devitt, because that's all this is.
Mm-hmm.
It's him being Prince Devitt without bad luck Fale. That's it. Like,
yeah.
Give him a heater, brothers. They got people down there, Dabba-Kato, all types of people you can use. Give him a heater.
Yeah, but they're not going to.
Nope. But I understand why, because like that's how much faith that Triple H has in him. Like, he wouldn't be there if Triple H didn't feel the way that he feels about him. So, like, I get it, but still, like, I don't understand like why they've never pulled the trigger on it. Like I know it's the Vince thing, like other shit doesn't exist, but come on, there's probably about 10,000 Bullet Club shirts at every show. Like maybe not now because of quarantine, but before quarantine, like there was at least 1,000 Bullet Club shirts at every show, at least. So come on, bro.
I mean, it would be really cool if they did. Matt said he could take over McAfee's crew, but I don't see that happening now because Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
Pete Dunne and the rest of McAfee's crew, actually, that you brought that up. Thanks, Matt. They interrupt Finn, and Pete's basically saying, I knew it would come down to the two of us one day. The only reason you still have the crown is because I haven't taken it from you yet. And I was like, that's cool. And then it became a 3-on-1 attack on Finn. Kyle O'Reilly comes out for the save. And so he also starts getting beat down. And then finally Roddy and Adam come out, run them off. I kind of like this, like coming together of Finn Balor and UE.
I don't.
You don't?
Because I feel like it's like an element to make them break up, and I don't want them to break up.
Well, the Adam Cole's face after he found out like what happened to Kyle during his match, there's no way they're breaking up. That was pure emotion.
Oh yeah, I mean, that part is they're literally, you know, that they're brothers. Like there's no doubt. Like there's no doubt about it. I just don't want them to break up. I don't even care if they really feud with each other. Like I'm alright with that too, just as long as they don't break up.
Yeah, if they don't break up, then this is fantastic. If they break up,
right.
I'm blaming Finn.
Which, like I said, even this, like I wouldn't be mad at them being his soldiers and then eventually Adam Cole kicking them out. You know what I'm saying? Like them going for a little ride to the summer. Like I wouldn't be mad at that.
Little cross country, but like staying in the CWC because quarantine.
Right, because you can't go anywhere. But yeah, a virtual cross country tour.
Please give them like some shitty backdrops too.
Right.
Some green screens. I'd be in.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't understand like how I just don't get why they haven't pulled the trigger on this. Like there's so many people that would not only get the rub from being with Finn, but also get more exposure and get to wrestle everybody on the fucking roster because he's the world champ. Like, so that it's like helping in every single way you can imagine. Especially if it was even I can't believe I'm saying it. Even like a shitty team like Everrising, if he took them under his wing, like they're already on TV anyway and getting time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the Finn rub will be. How much would that do for their career?
That's true.
Even if they're still losing the matches that they're losing anyway. But if they were losing, protecting Finn, or if they turned in like his J&J security kind of, like how much fucking clout would that give them?
Wow. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, they're already on TV.
No, go ahead, finish.
No, go ahead. I don't even know what I was going to say.
I was going to say, that was the whole reason why you brought Finn there, was for for that portion of it, for him to give the rub to the younger guys and to your developmental guys, and then you have a dude that's been the top of the food chain, literally in the entire business, who came back down to your thing. Like that was the whole reason why, to refresh it, to refresh himself, and to give other guys new opportunities. Pete Dunne and all them, they're stars. They were already stars before they got here. Mm-hmm. So use that. Like that's the part I don't understand. Like I get it. He is who he is. I mean, he's top flight, but like the whole reason why you brought him there was to bring up some other guys. So like throw some dudes that are just literally in catering. Because I know NXT has it. We see it at all these specials and all these like things that they have. They have like 40 dudes you've never seen before. Somebody you forgot they even signed. Like, let him go through there and pick 2 or 3 guys.
That's true.
And why not start a grassroots Bullet Club? Like, come on, bro. Like, what are you waiting on?
I mean, I don't know. Matt suggested Finn plus MSK plus Tyler Bate? ?
I'm not mad at that.
I'd be down with that, honestly. That's
really, you know what?
Team.
Not Tyler Bate. The Irish Ace. I always forget his name. He was the cruiserweight champ. He still is.
Jordan Devlin.
Jordan Devlin. Yeah, that's his protege.
That's true. That is true. Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah.
We're NXT creative now.
There's so many people, and that's another thing too. There's all types of dudes. He's from there. Let him go recruit some guys from the NXT UK because you're saying, I mean, you're pretty much saying that that's your feeder system. There's Dave Mastiff. There's a couple like dudes that he could be his bad luck Fale. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, why not go over there, recruit some dudes, bring them over here.
Yeah. He should, honestly. He just has like a whole like UK stable.
Literally, he has an entire UK stable to go choose from.
Yeah. That's what he should do, but I don't know. I guess we'll have to see what happens with that. If anything happens with that.
It won't. I've been screaming this since 2015.
Well, you're doing great, bud.
Right.
You're doing great. So after that, we got Johnny Gargano has an interview backstage for his match later in the night. He basically is talking about how Candice won her match earlier in the night. He's going to win his later. And then they're both going to be winners of the Dusty Classic. And then Austin Theory kind of interrupts him and hands him an envelope, which has a picture of Johnny Gargano crying. And then Austin Theory, after he got shot in the dick by Shotzi's tank, and it like points to him and says loser, and then Shotzi in her tank in the corner just says crazy.
Shooting in the nuts. that was dope. I can't even front on that.
I thought it was great. Johnny is just a walking meme at this point.
Yeah.
Anything he does is gold.
I mean, their entire stable. I mean, I've been screaming to y'all about Theory for damn near. No, it has been a year. It's like January last year or whatever. So, and you can see like any position you put Theory in, he's gonna succeed. That's why I thought that them two pairing together was perfect because he's getting big match experience, but also being able to do his chops. Because like being with Seth Rollins and all that shit they had him into, like you didn't get to see what his strong point is. Like, don't get me wrong, he's dope in the ring. He's a nice size dude. I mean, you see how he looks small, but then you see him next to Johnny and he looks like he's 6'5". You know what I'm saying? So like he's a decent sized dude, especially for NXT. He's crazy on the mic. Like we'll get to see. Really, this is Johnny's doing what I want Finn to be doing. Like bringing up a young guy and Indy too. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. This is perfect. Like I love them two together. Like not so much as a tag team. I like them being separate, but like being there for like he was in the match later, which we'll get to. But like this is definitely I'm here for the way and the dope ass name for their stable too.
Yeah, I mean, it just fits them all so well because,
right.
I mean, Candice and Johnny have both been in the business for so long, and they each have their own protege now. So I love that they're doing that.
I do too. I hope they do more like stuff together, like as a group, and not so much Johnny and Theory and then Candice and Andy. Like I hope they do some more stuff together.
Yeah.
Like make it like a real faction, not just. You know what I'm saying? Like split off, the girls do their thing. Like I want them to cost each other matches. Like I want them to be all involved.
Kind of like last week when it was randomly put together Candice and Johnny and Indy and Austin try to get involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I like seeing like factions. Whether it's this is like the only one I can think of that is like girls and guys recently released. Like let them get involved. They can take a hit.
That's the whole point of it. Like I don't understand when factions get together and they don't use them as a faction.
Yeah.
Or they only use like part of them. Like UE's the only one, and that's just in wrestling in general. Maybe UE and Inner Circle are the only ones where everyone gets involved. Like they're all there to make sure their guy wins or to make sure somebody. Most of the time it's just like you go out there by yourself and then you get your ass kicked and then they run in like best friends. How many times did they not come save Orange Cassidy after he already got murdered? You know what I'm saying? Like you better be out there, bruh.
Yeah, poor Orange Cassidy, man.
I mean, kind of Kyle O'Reilly's probably kind of getting some of that action too here lately, but we'll leave that where it is.
fine. We're not gonna talk about it. We are gonna talk about this was the first round. We're starting the first round of the Dusty Classic. We're bringing it back, which a Dusty Classic has always been one of my favorite things NXT has done.
Yeah, because they all, and I like that they don't make no bones about it. Them throwing teams together. Like it's not just like on the main roster they just act like these dudes have been teaming together for fucking 10 years or like they're best friends and they've never teamed before.
Yep.
Like I like how in the Dusty Classic they're literally like, we just threw some guys together for this tag team tournament. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah, I mean, but we also talked about last week that they have like a crazy amount of actual tag teams.
Yeah, like legit, more than we actually thought. And then you throw in the Rascals too on top of that. So
yeah, which we'll get to that match because that match was something. So we started off with grizzled young veterans taking on Everrise.
Let's just skip this. This grizzled young veterans won. There was no reason in hell for this to be a 7-minute match. There was no reason for these bums to even. I still don't even know their names.
Chase Parker and something Martel.
You can tell me every show. I'm never gonna remember these names.
Well, listen. I usually only remember Chase Parker, but Martel apparently got most of the offense that Everrise had in this match, so that's why I wrote it down.
The half a bucks, they are ass. So let's just move on to the next thing. Grizzly Young Vets won, which they should have, and they're probably gonna win this tournament. They should. That's my pick.
I don't know if they'll win, but like they were saying before the match started that they made their debut in NXT during the Dusty Classic.
Yeah, last year. Yeah.
Which, hey.
And it wasn't this early last year, was it? Am I tripping?
I honestly don't remember. Time's not.
I don't think it was this early. I thought it was. I know that's what I'm saying. It was felt like 2020 was fucking 17 years ago, but
yeah, honestly.
No, I think it was like March. I want to say it was like March because it was when it was like right when they opened back up because it was when Finn came back and everything too. I thought. I could be wrong. I don't think it was this early.
Can someone in the chat, Matt, you're the only person I see talking right now. Can you guys look it up for me, please? And let me know. When was the last Dusty Classic? That is the question we need answered. And while they do that, we're going to move on to Raquel Gonzalez had a brief like promo.
Yeah.
I guess saying that she's looking at EO, she's looking at the women's title, and that obviously there's a new baddest bitch in town, and it's Rhea or Raquel because she took out Rhea.
If there is a most improved player award, she definitely gets it.
100%.
Mic work, ring work, everything. Like I mean, I don't want to say Kurt Angle like levels of like improvement, but like the leaps and bounds that she's made since last year. Like I remember us having a full ass 10-minute conversation about how ass she was and how they threw her in stuff too soon. And like now, like she's top of the line. Like she's top dog in NXT. She may not have the belt, but like she said, she's the biggest, baddest chick on the whole damn roster, actually.
At this point, yeah. I mean, you could say like Mercedes Martinez, but she hasn't been around a lot recently. So it's got to be Raquel.
Yeah.
Which, good for her.
Hell yeah.
Good for her. I mean, looking back at when she was a part of the Mae Young Classic for the first time, she's a completely different person now.
Yeah. I like being wrong. Like, I know people don't want to say it. Like, I like when I think that somebody's going to end up ass. Like, I like when they're not, because that means that they put in the work, and that means that they did something where I can admit that I'm wrong, which never really happens. So
that's very true.
So I mean, like I said, if there was any award, she should have got most improved by far. Like she should have. They need to make that award and go back to the whatever their awards was and give it to her. Give her that golden bell.
The NXT awards.
Yeah, whatever the hell it is, I don't know.
So we got answers. Finals of the Dusty Classic were just after the first of the year. And then Justin from Getcho Pod said January 29th, 2020, so kind of the same time.
Oh, okay, so it was the same. I thought it was later than that. Damn. 2020 ain't shit.
2020 ain't real. That year did not happen.
It's the longest year in history.
It probably is. I don't even want to talk about 2020 anymore. We're going to talk about Shotzi. She has an interview after her, obviously way after her match, And she's like, oh, well, my eyes are on making history. And she wants to enter the women's Dusty Classic, which is also basically making history. This is the first time we're seeing that. And she's like, I need a ride or die. I need someone who I went to war with. And obviously, it's Ember Moon.
Like I said, I talk shit about Shotzi all the time, but I actually enjoyed this promo. Like, I felt this promo from her, and then Ember had to come and ruin it.
Jesus.
She's just not good in the mic. Like, she just has no like, because even though I don't like Shotzi, like, there's still I can admit she has the it factor. She had whatever the hell that is. Like I said, it makes a person like me who doesn't even like her enjoy her stuff because she can do it. Like Ember Moon has had years of time on the mic. She is just not good on the mic. In the ring, not the case. Maybe top 2 or 3 in the entire company. On the mic, bottom 3. Like it just sounds so, everything sounds so robotic and like written. Like nothing seems natural. That's the one thing I can't say about Shotzi. Like, even though, like I said, I don't get any of her shit. It doesn't get to me all. Like everything she does though feels authentic. All her promos feel authentic. Like even them lame ass backstage vignettes and stuff and all that I hate. It's still like you can tell that it's not just a character. Or even if it isn't, you could just tell that she believes in it. She believes in what she's saying and what she's trying to get across. And that, I think that's the one thing I can't hate on her about. What I do like about her is everything feels authentic, even if I don't like it or how she delivers it. It still like feels real. Ember Moon is like the opposite end of that stick. Like everything feels like she's like reading on her hand. Like it's so like
I'm waiting for them to just turn around one time and it's just all there.
That's not, like everything she was like, yeah, what she said. Yeah. Balls to the wall. Like
balls to the wall. Hell yeah.
Like Ron Burgundy and shit. Like somebody's gonna put a question mark on it. I'm Ember Moon.
And Matt again. So August 2015 was the first Dusty Classic. 2016 was in the fall. We had no Dusty Classic in 2017, which
damn, really?
I want to know why. I'm kind of curious as to why we didn't. And then in 2018, it was February to March. Was there not one in 2019 either?
Shit, I don't know.
Oh my god, I don't know. Time's not real, and it makes my brain hurt. Let's talk about Johnny Gargano taking on Dexter Lumis.
Fire.
Nothing but fire.
Their chemistry too is like, well, I don't even think it's chemistry at this point. I just think they're just two dope ass wrestlers, especially Johnny. Johnny has a good match for everybody.
And like Dexter Lumis is so good. Even with the skinny jeans on, he's nipping up, flipping like good for him.
Those jeggings, that's what they're made for.
Apparently, because he's killing it.
And I love how he, like, I don't understand how, especially when he's in with somebody like Johnny, like, he never breaks. Like, he always just has that straight face. Like, just that part about his character alone is, like, top of the line dope. Like, how can you not break dealing with Johnny and Austin Theories or fucking crazy shit and their antics? Like,
them
nothing.
Memes, man.
Yeah, just straight face. Like, I love Dexter.
Oh, yeah. Like, I was a little scared of him at first, I'm not gonna lie, but now I'm all in for Dexter Lumis.
Yeah, I'm definitely into it, like I said. And then their in-ring chemistry together, like, and it's perfect too because he's so much bigger than Johnny and strong and shit that they can do and bounce back and forth on each other. Like, it's legit.
And so the end of this match, we saw Theory get very much involved. At one point, Lumis has his submission silence on Theory, and Johnny kind of just like rolls Lumis up, basically yeeting Theory in the process.
He pretty much exploder suplexed his ass, which basically. I'm like, come on, Johnny ain't that strong, bro. Chill.
Nah, Johnny. But so we see Johnny win, and then Lumis puts the silence again on Theory. Johnny and Theory attack Lumis. Kushida comes out, takes care of Theory, puts the hoverboard submission on Johnny, and Johnny's vigorously tapping. and then Kushida is looking at the NA title. So I'm guessing at NXT Takeover, the one on Valentine's Day, that it's gonna be Kushida and Johnny for the title.
Which I'm not mad at. I hope they do something like, because this, whatever this is in Kushida, like I'm not into it, and I'm kind of over it. Like I liked it at first when he was kind of like walking the line between heel and face, and of course beating the brakes off of Patrick. We all
can't
get any. Yeah, but like it's like they don't know what to do with him. Like, how do you not know what to do with arguably the best junior heavyweight of all time? Like how do you not know what to do with him?
That's why. It's because he's one of the best junior heavyweights of all time.
I mean, you have a whole ass cruiserweight division. Like you have people that you can line up to have matches with him. Like I don't get how they have floundered him after they did so well with Shinsuke and bringing him along, and then you having Kushida, and then like nothing, and then especially out the gate he had that banger ass match with Walter. Like I don't know. I don't get it.
It doesn't. And listen, nothing WWE in general does make sense. But like now that like NXT is not starting to make sense, I'm getting a little worried.
Yeah, it's the 2 hours. It was a terrible idea for the 2 hours. They lost what made them special. Because like their whole formula, it was a formula. We knew you had your top two guys. They went for a little while. One of them went down. One of them kept the belt 2-3 months. On to the next. Keep it moving.
Yep.
Now with this 2 hour shit, they can't, and they have to pull up people that, quite frankly, probably aren't ready, or that they don't really have anything for, but you have to put them on TV because you got 2 hours to fill. So, hence Ever Rising.
So after all that, we got the sit down, I guess, for the Fight Pit match, which is happening next week. It's back on. Basically, they weren't saying what Thatcher's injury was, because we all know it was basically just cut for time.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was a time restraint. Due to time restraints.
Yeah, like.
Oh, this is ass, dude, for real. But the whole part about it was like, I don't have any problem. I didn't have a problem with you. You came at me. Like, it's like.
It's ridiculous. I mean.
And that's the worst part is they were trying to be serious, and it just was coming off more and more funny the more serious they were trying to be. But, I mean, this match is going to be ridiculous. They're going to beat the brakes off of each other.
Oh, I can't wait.
Right.
It's going to be a fantastic match.
Hopefully no one loses teeth again.
Someone's losing a tooth. At least
I
one.
hope not.
You hope not? It's going to happen. Thatcher's a monster.
Yeah, but he lost. He's the one that lost teeth last time.
Well, he got his ear busted open by Ciampa the last time they faced off. What do you think's gonna happen this time?
Somebody's got to die, I guess. Shit.
I think somebody's gonna have to die in the Fight Pit.
They should just do some like blood sport shit and let them dip their hands in the glass and go at it.
No, I think we're okay on that. They might be a little too far. So moving on. Wow, we're literally just busting through this. This is why I love just doing podcasts with you. Because it's like no BS. We just go.
We're here to work.
It's all Kevin's fault.
I didn't say anything.
I'll say it. It's all Kevin's fault. I have no issue saying it. So following that whole sit-down thing, Undisputed Era had an interview basically saying that we're gonna get the job done. Like, we respect Breezango, which I like that they're bringing that up. That Adam Cole mainly like has respect for a lot of people. I
don't, because I mean UE has been heels the entire 9 years they've been in NXT, just completely annihilating people and showing no respect for anyone. But I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. Like, the whole respect thing is overrated to me. Like,
I mean, I get it. Like, I get both sides of it. Like, I get that it's overrated, but I also like seeing it sometimes. Like, I didn't expect him to say that, and I was a little caught off guard. I was like, he's at least acknowledging that they're good. Like, Breezango are good.
No, like I said, I wasn't mad at it. I just like it. Just to me, like storyline wise, like They've been literally murdering people for 4 years now.
Now they haven't murdered people in a while. I mean, you can excluding the War Games match. It's been a while.
That's what I'm saying. What do you mean? That was a couple months ago.
Okay, but besides that, it's been a few. It's been like a month or two. They haven't murdered anybody in a while.
Yeah, because they've been faces.
Out of here. All right, let's talk about the second of 3 Dusty Classic matches we got. Isaiah Swerve Scott and Jake Atlas teaming together, taking on the debuting MSK, or as most people know them as the Rascals.
What the hell does MSK stand for?
I don't
Did I miss
know.
something? Oh, okay. I didn't know if like maybe they said it on the commentary or whatever, so they just be like throwing shit out there, I guess.
If they said it, I didn't hear. All I know is that, oh my god.
Yeah, they're dope. I've seen them in person like shit, maybe 4 or 5 times.
I've seen like a few clips here and there.
Yeah.
But
well, they're from you know who the Chris brothers are, like from Impact? Dane, Chris, and well, Sammy Callahan has a promotion that he runs with the Chris brothers here in Ohio and Dayton called Rockstar Pro.
Okay.
And that's where they're from.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I've seen them. Yeah, I've seen them maybe about probably 4 or 5 times. Yeah, about 4 or 5 times. And Trey Miguel.
Oh yeah, because there's 3 of them, but only 2 of them left.
Right. When they were here, Trey Miguel was on his own. He wasn't really a part of them.
Mm.
But he joined them. They became the Rascals when they went to
Impact.
Impact, yeah.
Do we like? Was it ever said as to why only the 2 left?
Well, like I said, Trey Miguel was always on his own until he got there anyway. So I would imagine that's probably why. I mean, yeah.
I mean, that makes sense.
He's like a younger version of Ricochet. Like looks everything. Like he's raw. But I mean, we got to see how raw they are too, though.
Yeah, I knew that like they're like obviously like cruiserweight, so I knew they were gonna be like this match was gonna be fast. But oh my god.
Yeah.
The shit they were pulling out at the end.
The assisted moonsault where he just pushes him in midair, like that shit is ridiculous.
It's so good. I mean, it's no surprise that they win. Like, then they're advancing. Like, you're not gonna have them hyped up because we've known that they were going to NXT for a while.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have them hyped up. You're not gonna have them debut and lose.
Which I knew they were
Atlas and Swerve.
That's what I'm saying. As soon as it was Atlas and Swerve, like they did this perfectly. And this is why I love NXT is because everything they do has a purpose, and even if you know it's coming, it still doesn't matter. Like they're doing it to set something up. Mm-hmm. Like they did this. They had this banger ass match. It made it look like Swerve and Atlas actually had a chance. Like no, this match was specifically set up to throw some stank on MSK, whatever that MLK, Martin Luther King Jr., whatever that
MSK.
And to set Swerve up to fully become heel. And for real, the Dusty always sets up like 5 or 6 damn feuds coming out of it every year.
It does. I mean, that's literally how we got Roddy in Undisputed Era.
Yeah. Right. Like it's something every year. So
amazing.
Yeah, we'll get to that. I guess we'll get to that next, right?
Well, the women's Dusty Classic. So that was announced last week?
Yeah, last week. Last week.
Yeah, so it was announced last week that there's going to be a women's Dusty Classic now. So they announced some of the teams so far. We have Team Ninja, which is the only actual like tag team that women's tag team NXT has, which is Casey Catanzaro and Kaden Carter. Obviously, we have Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell teaming together. Mercedes Martinez and Toni Storm.
Yeah, to me, that's the clear-cut winners. I know they're not going to win, but if you just go off like talent and experience and just bad bitch vibes all around, like to me, that would be who I would pick to win. But I know they're not going to win because they're 2 heels.
Well, and then we also have Shotzi and Ember,
which is probably who's going to win.
I mean, those are the only teams they've announced so far, so I'm curious as to who the other teams are going to be. Probably Raquel and Dakota.
Yeah. Who else? We named them last week. I forgot who we always named.
I forget who we said too.
But I was watching the Knockouts tag team tournament. Like, there's a lot of dope ass women's tag teams that I was not like really hip to until that tournament. So like, maybe they saw some shit and like swipe some people. Maybe
It's very possible. I'm trying to think who
we named like four. We named like six last week.
we did. Wow, I really can't remember because
Nope.
Rhea's not doing anything.
Nope.
Because like
EO probably.
EO shouldn't be in the tournament. Who are the other women?
We said Shotzi and Ember.
Shotzi and Ember.
Raquel and
You could have Xia Li team with someone.
yeah.
You could, but I think what they're doing with her right now is perfect. Like let her alone be a badass.
Who else was it? I can't even. I literally can't remember now who all we said.
I don't either. It's too much thinking. I have no idea. But following that, we got a weird little video from Scarlett, and like she was using like the tarot cards. I don't know. It was very hard for me to follow. But
I don't even know what the hell she was saying. Like, she might as well
basically, they're going after Finn.
Right.
TikTok. Ta-da!
Which I'm not here for it. Like, I don't even know why. Like, I don't get it.
You're not here for Cross and Finn.
I mean, yeah, that match would be dope, but I don't think Cross needs to be in the title picture. I think he needs to get some more matches under him, not just squash matches, like some actual matches and like a real feud, because that was one match with Priest and now he's getting called up. So like, I mean, because what does he have? Maybe 5 damn matches? There's no way he's had 10 matches in W since he's been in W. There's no way hell he has.
No, not by a long shot. I would say maybe 5, possibly 6.
And that's what I'm saying. That's the guy that's next in line again, jumping in line. And then we already said how green he is and how he's not that good to begin with. Once he gets in the ring, he's got the opposite Shotzi.
Opposite Shotzi. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. I mean, maybe they're gonna like hold off on it for a little bit, give like Pete and Finn a little bit of a run for a while, and then boom, out of nowhere, Cross. Like, give it like a month or 2. Like, right. Cross actually build himself up.
Or he just attacks the winner after TakeOver.
Or that. That's also a good choice.
I mean, because he has a claim to a title. Don't get me wrong. Like, he has the claim to the title. Like, he was injured. No one beat him for the title.
But still, he's not
right.
that good.
No, he's not.
Scarlett is the best part about him.
And his entrance. I told you, it's the reverse shots. As soon as he gets in the ring, it's like, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I also don't know who Xia Li's opponent was because they didn't even say her name.
I thought it was the same
whooped her.
I thought it was the same chick from last week without the mask.
No. It's not.
They built the same color hair. I don't know.
All I know is that Xia Li literally hit 2 moves and then she pinned her and won. And then as Xia Li was starting to walk up, the figure like puts her hand up like this, which is an indicator, I guess, for Xia Li to go beat the shit out of this poor girl again. And then like they do that, and then they all walk off. Which I need to know more about this.
I'm over it. I love how Xia Li looks, and I love her being a little bit more, I guess, heelish. I guess, and I mean that V trigger, the second go around, clearly she didn't knee her in the fucking head, but still, how high she jumped up, like the chick's hanging from the bottom of the ropes, like. That shit was dope. Like, it is. I don't know about this supernatural stuff and the chick just sitting in a chair, like, but in-ring wise, like, it's fire.
I'm kind of into it because it's letting people think about what even is this and why did they choose Xia Li? Why did they choose Boa? Like, there's a lot of questions in it.
I'm not into it, but I don't know if I'm into it. Like, I'm indifferent with it. Like, I'm not like completely shitting on it because I'm glad we're getting to see a progression of it. Mm-hmm. So there is some sort of storytelling with it, but like, I'm not really into the supernatural things and shit. Like,
So you probably didn't like Alexa Bliss throwing a fireball at Randy Orton's face.
That is kind of like walk the line because that wasn't really. She just threw a fireball in the motherfucker's face. That wasn't like there wasn't nothing supernatural about that. I mean,
She threw a fireball at his face. Or it's like when Karrion Kross signed the contract for Keith Lee and then the contract exploded in his face.
yeah, like
that was like a booby trap though. That wasn't really like supernatural.
It wasn't. I mean, it was supposed to be supernatural, but it was just a booby trap, like you said.
It was just a prank gone wrong.
Right. Like, I wouldn't have been mad if they pulled some, like, you know what I'm saying, even with some cultural appropriation type shit. They're just like some triad shit, and these two are just like hitmen for the lady, whoever the hell she is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just glad there's something. Like I said, I'm not into it, but I'm also not going to shit on it because they both look amazing.
Mm-hmm.
They're both, like, beating the brakes off of people. And, like, I like Xia Li and Bo. I like them both already, but they just didn't get enough time. But they're getting time now, and they're performing. So, like, I'm not going to shit on it quite yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Give it time.
There's always some cheeks coming, though, and you never know.
Jesus Christ. Team Ninja, they have a nice little video promo.
Get another name.
What?
I hate that name.
I mean, so do I, but that's just what they're calling him.
Yeah.
I didn't choose it. But they know that they obviously have a challenge coming up because they're facing Mercedes Martinez and Toni Storm next week in the first round. And Caden kept saying, well, like, we're used to being overlooked. Like, keep overlooking us and we're going to shock you and we're going to win and we're going to make history. And I really hope they do.
They're not.
I know they're not, but like my heart just loves Casey so much that I want her to succeed.
No, I had hope for him until you told me. I didn't even think about it. I must have missed that. But now that you told me who their first round, they're not winning.
I know they're not, but like my heart just wants them to win.
I just want them to win because they're the only real, actual damn tag team in the tag team tournament.
I know. It's annoying.
And I like because they dress alike. They got the same music. They come out together. They're a real
tag team.
Yeah, they were even dressed alike in their promo.
Yep. Yeah, which those outfits were fire.
They were.
Nothing but fire. So before the main event, we got to see Jake Atlas and Swerve just brawling backstage because they lost their match. And then Bronson Reed comes out and he's just like, cool it to Swerve, and Swerve's kind of just like looking at him and smirks. So we're probably going to get Bronson Reed versus Swerve probably next week or the week after.
Yeah, and Swerve's probably going to lose, but...
Swerve doesn't win, RN. What are you talking about?
He does not. Like, it's so damn stupid. Like, and my thing is, like, they use losing to set up him turning heel. He's never done nothing but lose. So why would losing now make him mad? I honestly cannot remember the last time he won a match. Like, I want to say it was like the start of the Cruiserweight tournament when he beat Santos.
That probably was his last win, honestly.
Like, come on, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's rough.
Now, if we get Shane Strickland out of this, which is who he was before he came to NXT, like, that dude, like, his run in Evolve and a couple other places, like, the villain of him, like him being a heel, like, straight fucking fire, like, breaking people's arms and shit, like, doing the Penta arm breaker and stuff. He had a feud with Matt Riddle where he fucked up Matt Riddle and shit. So, like, if we get that out of it and he does start winning some titles and stuff, then I'm here for it. But, like, I hate when they use losing to turn somebody heel, but then he doesn't win when he turns heel. So, like, what did you turn it heel for?
I don't even think they know.
I'm into it, though. I think he's a better heel than he is face anyway because he's corny as shit for real. Like, he is. Like, I love him, but he's corny. You know what I'm saying? So, like, him being a heel just makes more sense, and he's way better at it.
I mean, yeah, he is a really good heel. So I'm intrigued to see where it'll go. Maybe it'll actually take him to the Cruiserweight title because they're not doing anything with Escobar. Like,
I don't know. Like I said, that's what I'm saying. This goes back to the 2-hour thing. Like, how can you have this many people that aren't doing shit but also have the same people over and over again. Like it's just like, I don't know. This is not our NXT.
This is not our NXT. I agree.
It's not. Like I told y'all. Remember, y'all was giving me shit when I said that it's getting that trickle down from the main roster from being 2 hours, and y'all were all giving me shit about it. And I'm telling you, that's just what's happening. It's not their fault. Is that when you're on the big show, it's different when you're on the network when it don't matter. No one can. You can do whatever the hell you want. You can go over if you want. There's no advertising dollars that are affected. Like, that's y'all shit.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you get on there and that ad money's coming in and somebody's on there like, hey, well, can NXT do this? Like, and this is what happens.
No,
you get
I
these
agree. Like,
spaced out storylines and shit. Like, yeah.
It sucks. I mean, yeah, I miss like old NXT. I like that they have like this spot on like the like actual TV, but it's just not the same.
No, it's not. And I mean, we just need to all come to grips with it that it probably never will be the same either.
R.I.P. old NXT.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. But let's talk about the main event. The final match, the final first round match of the night for the Dusty Classic. It was Breezango taking on Undisputed Era, which of course was Roddy and Adam because Kyle's jaw is broken, and they kept putting over on commentary that Kyle shouldn't even be out there because he's not cleared. And I was like, oh no, Kyle's gonna get hurt. And
I just think it's kayfabe. And the only reason I'm saying that because when Finn's jaw was really broke, Finn was gone.
I mean, that's true.
Finn was gone.
It might not be as severe as Finn's was.
Or it may not be a broken jaw at all, is what I'm saying.
Well, it might not be. I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
No, I'm just saying, like, because he's been getting his ass kicked for this entire show.
Yeah. He did. Poor Kyle.
He got whooped for the first 10 minutes and the last 10 minutes was him getting his ass kicked.
Yeah, like, so the match is going on, and Kyle, being the good friend he is, just like rooting on the Air Boys, and Dunn, Birch, and Lorcan just come out and start beating him down, and they pull him against the I don't even know what that is, like the scaffolding or whatever.
Yeah.
And it looks like Pete's gonna like do something to his jaw because his jaw's just pushed up against it. Finn comes out for the save. They all start brawling. And Pete sends Finn bad arm first into the other set of scaffolding, and then punches the hell out of Kyle's face, and then knees him against like the barricade. And then they all just go up to the top of the ramp. Adam finishes the match after looking devastated that Kyle is hurt. Gives a super kick to Fandango, who's coming off the top, which is always beautiful.
I don't understand how he pinpoints that every time, like, because that could go so wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could literally break somebody's damn neck or literally kick somebody's head completely off, concussion, anything.
Yep.
And he times it perfectly every single time.
Because Adam Cole can do no wrong.
Facts.
Nothing but facts. And so, Yui advances to the second round, which is no surprise.
I just hope this doesn't turn into some breakup shit. I can feel it coming.
Stop.
Don't
put that bad juju out there, RN.
I hope they're playing with it like they have been. Like, but it just feels like anytime Adam Cole's winning, it just always feels like he's that much closer to something happening. That's all I'm saying.
Stop. Don't put
they need to just replace Bobby Fish too. That's the thing. They need to just replace Bobby Fish or bring somebody else in because literally once a year he misses 3 to 6 months.
I mean, that's one of the main reasons they brought Roddy in was because Fish was injured.
Yeah.
I love Bobby, but man, he really do be getting injured every week, like, and then out forever.
It's literally 3 to 6 months every single time. Every single time.
This poor man can't get a break.
And not.
Oh man, but yeah, that was NXT. What a show! What a ride!
Oh, damn good show. I mean, but they always are.
And next week we're gonna get more Dusty, men and women's. We're gonna get the
Yeah.
fight pit. That's all I think has been advertised. I don't know if anything else actually was, but those are the main
No.
things that are happening.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think it was just Dusty stuff and then the fight pit match, whatever.
But it's all gonna be great. And of course, me and you will be recapping. Will Kevin be here? I don't
We don't know.
know. I guess you guys are gonna have to tune in to find out. So corny. I need to be stopped.
Have at it, man. I'm not gonna stop you. It's your show.
This is our show. This is soon to be your show.
Hopefully.
Allegedly. Allegedly your show.
Vince, if you're still in the chat, when I get as soon as my laptop comes in, that means it's time for you to get this tattoo you owe me. since Matt want to say my laptop coming in is like Vince getting the tattoo, so which one will happen first?
You getting a laptop for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to check out twitch.tv/puttingyouover Friday night for SmackDown recap with RN and Kyle.
Yep.
And until then, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
See you guys tomorrow.